Welcome back to the Pokemon HeartGold walkthrough. In the last part we defeated Team Rocket and saved both the Goldenrod Radio Tower and the rest of the Johto region. In this part we will head out to the east from Mahogany Town and make our way to Blackthorn City. The road to Blackthorn City will take us through Route 44 and the Ice Path. Route 44 contains 5 new Pokemon, starting with Weeping Bell, which is a dual-type grass poison Pokemon and is the evolved form of Bellsprout. It will evolve into Victor Bell with the use of a Leaf Stone. Lickitung is a normal type, which will evolve into Licky when leveled up while knowing Rollout. It will learn Rollout at level 33. Lickitung and its evolution Licky are among those normal types that can be used to do pretty much everything. While Lickitung doesn't have the strongest offensive stats among normal types, its rich move pool will give you plenty of options when fitting it in on your team. Tangela is a pure grass type Pokemon. It's a defensive tank, not every day you see that among grass types. It will evolve into Tangrowth when leveled up while knowing Ancient Power, and it will learn Ancient Power at level 33. Tangela's special attack is much better than its physical attack, and most of its grass type moves are special based. Its attack increases by a lot after it evolves, and at level 54 it learns Power Whip, a 120 power physical grass type move. Then we have Poliwhirl, the evolved form of Poliwag. By now you will have access to the items required to evolve Poliwhirl into either Poliwrath or Politoed. The Water Stone can be bought in the Athlete Shop in the Pokeathlon Dome on Wednesdays, or you can occasionally obtain it from Fisherman Tully on Route 42. The King's Rock can be obtained from the lower parts of the Slowpoke Well. Remoraid is a pure water-type Pokemon. It can be caught on this route with the Good Rod or the Super Rod, and it evolves into Octillery at level 25. Remoraid is a unique water-type because of its very diverse move pool. Psybeam, Flamethrower and Charge Beam, to name a few examples, are all readily accessible either through leveling up or through TMs by the time you are ready to take on the Elite Four. Remoraid can serve many different roles on your team, and is therefore one of the best water-type Pokemon in Johto in my opinion. Most of Route 44 is split up into two parts, an upper and a lower part. The route's only patch of grass is located in the middle of the route, and it is accessible by surfing. This is the ice path. There are no trainers in here, but you will need strength to get through this network of caves. There are also 2 new Pokémon to catch here. Jinx is a dual type ice psychic Pokémon. Jinx has the potential to be very good, but its move pool is a big hurdle in this game. When you catch it here, it will be stuck with Powder Snow and Ice Punch as its ice type moves. Powder Snow only has a base power of 40 and Ice Punch won't work well with Jinx's low attack stat. Psychic type moves can only be learned through TMs, reading or move tutors. Swinub is a dual type ice ground Pokémon. It evolves into Piloswine at level 33 and then into Mamoswine when leveled up while knowing Ancient Power. When you have trained up Swinub into a Mamoswine, you will have a physical powerhouse on your team. If you're looking for a good ice type, I would recommend Swinub over Jinx. Being able to use Ice-type moves is crucial in this game, unless you are looking for a tough challenge. The Blackthorn gym is based on Dragon types, and they are only vulnerable to Dragon and Ice-type moves. It is therefore time to complete my team by catching a Swinub. The Swinub in the ice path are between level 21 and 24. Training up Swinub will therefore be quite a daunting task. At the end of the video I will include a training montage. You will come across several ice puzzles in the ice path. Most of them are fairly simple to navigate through, but some can be quite tricky. At the end of this ice puzzle you will find Ancient 07 Waterfall. Waterfall is a physical water type move with a base power of 80 and a 20% chance of making the target flinch. Outside of battle it can be used to climb up or down waterfalls. I will eventually teach Waterfall to my Poliwrath. You cannot use Waterfall outside of battle until you have earned the Rising badge in the Blackthorn gym. In this room you will find a strength puzzle. The goal is to push 4 boulders into 4 separate holes, which will allow you to traverse the ice puzzle in the room below. Start with the 2 boulders on the left side of the room. Push the leftmost of them upwards until it is diagonally to the left and above the hole. We will come back to that boulder a little later. Go down and push the next boulder down and to the left, making sure that you push it towards the hole on the top side of it before lining it up with the hole and pushing it into it. The third boulder is located on the right side of the room. Push it once to the left and then push it down until you are able to get around it and line it up with the hole. Push it to the left until it falls into the hole. The fourth and final boulder is located in the middle of the room. Push it upwards as far as you can get it. Push the boulder to the right and then upwards to line it up with the hole. Finally, push the boulder to the left into the hole. Now we can go back to the first boulder and push it once to the right and then down into the hole. Jump down into the hole. Now you can easily get to the max potion located on your left. Starting from the ladder leading down into this room from the strength puzzle room, you can slide across the ice in a clockwise manner until you end up at the ladder in the middle of the room. In this room you can pick up a Never Melt Ice. This item can be held by a Pokémon to increase the power of Ice-type moves by 20%. It will be useful in the upcoming gym battle. In the lower right corner of this room you can pick up TM72 Avalanche. This move is a physical-based ice-type move with a base power of 60, but it has decreased priority, and if the target damages the user in the same turn, the base power increases to 120. Now we are back on the first floor of the ice path. On the ice is another kimono girl, and she's stuck on the ice. Talk to her to help her get off the ice. Pick up a PP up before you slide to the other side of the ice and exit the ice path. On the other side you will find yourself in Blackthorn City. In this house, a girl will offer to trade you a Dodrio in exchange for a Dragonair. Dodrio is a dual-type normal flying Pokémon. It's a fast and strong attacker. Like so many normal flying types, Dodrio's move pool is dominated by normal and flying type moves. Drill, Peck and Fly are the two best flying type moves available to Dodrio in terms of power. Aerial Ace can be taught through TM40, but that TM is not available for some time yet. Although Dodrio is a very good Pokémon, I would not recommend getting it through this trade. Dragonair is a very rare Pokémon to obtain, and it's a terrible idea to trade it for a Dodrio. The house to the left of the Pokemart is home to two very important individuals, the Move Reminder and the Move Deleter. The Move Deleter can make your Pokemon forget a move it knows, and this is one of only two ways for a Pokemon to forget an HR move. The Move Reminder will, in exchange for a heart scale, teach your Pokemon a move which it was previously able to learn through leveling up. This is particularly useful for Pokemon that evolve through evolution stones, which are normally unable to learn more moves through leveling up but have some moves that they could learn at level 1. The other two people in this house are move tutors. The old lady will offer to teach a dragon-type Pokemon the move Draco Meteor if its friendship is high enough. The old man will offer to teach the moves Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn and Hydro Cannon to a fully evolved starter Pokemon with high enough friendship. These moves have a base power of 150 and an accuracy of 90%, and the user needs to recharge for a turn after using them. The type of the starter Pokemon and the type of the move being learned must be the same. Tucked away in this corner of the city you will on Saturdays find Santos, one of the weak siblings. He will give you a soft sand. This held item will increase the power of ground type moves by 20%. Now it is time for me to train up my newly acquired Swinub in preparation for the upcoming gym challenge. This will take a long time. Level grinding in HeartGold and Soul Silver is a tedious task, especially when your Pokemon has a slow leveling rate. Trainer rematches are few and far between, so you're left with fighting against wild Pokemon. The best training spot depends on the type of Pokemon you're training, but I would say the best spot in general is in the grass on Route 48. The Pokemon here that gives out the most experience points are Fearow, Gloom, Taurus and Girafarig. A large portion of this training session will involve a lot of switch training because Swinub at its current level is far too weak to fight some of the Pokemon on its own. At level 28, Swinub will learn the move Ice Shard. This is a physical Ice-type move with a base power of 40, and it's an increased priority move. This will make it a little easier for Swinub to fight on its own during training, since Swinub's best defensive stat is its physical attack. During training, Pinsir grew to level 30 and learned X-Scissor. X-Scissor is a powerful bug-type move with a base power of 80, a very good fit for Pinsir. At level 33, Swinub is finally evolving into Piloswine. It wants to learn Fury Attack, but this is a pretty useless move for Piloswine to have. Now it's time to go back to Blackthorn City to reteach a move to Piloswine. Piloswine needs an even better physical Ice-type move than Ice Shard. At level 28, Piloswine could learn Ice Fang. Ice Fang has a base power of 65, it has a 10% chance to freeze the target, and it has a 10% chance to make the target flinch. Another training spot which you could use is the patch of grass in the middle of Route 44. Weeping Bell, Tangela and Lickitung are the Pokemon that give out the most experience points on this spot. Piloswine is now at level 36, and with that training is finally completed. Hopefully Piloswine will now be able to hold its own in the Blackthorn gym. We're going back to Blackthorn City to make the final changes to Piloswine's moveset. In order to evolve Piloswine into Mamoswine, it will need to know Ancient Power. Ancient Power can be taught to Piloswine through the move reminder. I also have two TMs that I want to use on Piloswine. TM 16 can be bought in the Goldenrod department store and it contains Light Screen. Having the opportunity to shore up Piloswine's special defense will be important in the major battles coming up. Finally, I will use the TM for Avalanche. Avalanche suits a Pokemon like Piloswine well. I should also mention that during the training session, Pinsir grew from level 28 to level 31 and Pidgeotto grew from level 30 to level 31. In the next part we will challenge the Blackthorn Gym, the 8th and final gym in Johto.